Hey guys, so I just want to come on here and introduce myself. Um, my name is Nadine. I go by Sugadine on all of my social media platforms. I've had this YouTube channel for a while, but I never really posted on the channel. And now that I'm trying to become more active, I just say, let me introduce myself to people who might see me and who are wondering, oh, who is this person with just 14 subscribers, right? So if you see this video, I want to ask you kindly to subscribe to my channel. Um, if you want to share it, you could share it so that, I could get more supporters. So, um, I never knew what my niche is on social media, but I realized that I love everything home decor, right? I love fashion. I love all of that. I love fragrances. So I said, well, maybe that could be my niche, right? Fashion, lifestyle, home decor. I don't have a tagline, so if you see this, let me know what could be my introductory tagline for the channel. All right, so a little bit more about me. So I'm from Jamaica. Maybe you could tell because of my accent. Most people could tell by my accent. I was living in New Jersey for a good part of my time here in the United States, and then I moved to Georgia, right? So while I was living in New Jersey, I was working, having to go out to work, wake up early in the morning and go to work. But during the season when it would be cold, I would notice that I'm always down. Like, you know, when the weekend comes around, I don't want to get up and I don't want to do anything. So I didn't really know what that was. And then one day I think I typed it into Google, and Google came back with maybe I have seasonal depression, right? So I remember I went to the doctor and told the doctor how I felt, and the doctor said that I should take more vitamin D because I did take the test, the vitamin D test, and my vitamin D was low. So the doctor said, take more vitamin D and see how I feel. So I took the vitamin D, went back to the doctor after some time, and I just wasn't even though my levels were back to normal, I just wasn't feeling right. Okay. So then the doctor said, okay, she did say maybe it's seasonal depression, and I could get like a lamp, right? I could get a lamp that I could put in my bedroom, because during those months there's basically no sun, or I'm not going to be going outside as much as I would in the summertime. So I should do that, but that still didn't help. That still didn't help me. So I was like, okay, maybe I should move to a sunnier state, right? So now bear in mind, I had lived while I had lived in Georgia for maybe about a year and a half, right? Because I'd moved from New Jersey and came to Georgia, lived here for a short period of time, and it was sunny, and even though I was still going through things and struggles and all of that, I didn't really feel so like down and depressed, right? But at that time, I didn't really know that I was depressed. So anyway, I moved back to New Jersey, and then after a few years, I decided that okay, maybe I should move to a sunny state. So I was thinking maybe I should move to Florida, but then I was like, I don't have anyone in Florida. And then my daughter, she decided to move to Georgia to go to college. So maybe about a few months after she moved here to Georgia, I moved, right? But when I came to Georgia in maybe, I think it was April, right? So it was around the springtime. So it wasn't really cold, so I was enjoying the season. But then when it came onto the winter time, it got really, really cold, and it was very shocking to me because when I was here, it was never that cold, right? And it wasn't until maybe about a year that I was here that I started to feel like I was like drifting into this deep depression, right? So I was depressed for months and months and months. And one of the things too is because I started in 2020, I started working from home. So when you're working from home, for people who do work from home, it's like you don't have anything really to do. You don't, you're not getting up, getting dressed. Your mind is not on your commute, going to work, and then after you clock out, your commute coming home, battling with the traffic and things like that. So I just went into like a deep depression to the point where I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay in my bed and rot. I would wake up in the mornings, come to my desk, do my work, and then after I clock out, go right back into bed, right? It even came to a point where I didn't care about my hygiene, right? And if you know anything about Jamaicans, that is a no-no. So it's like, no, man, no, I have to do something about this. So I called up my new doctor, and she was like, yeah, I need to get you help right away. So, I enrolled into an outpatient mental health program, and I was going for maybe about 3 weeks, 3 times a week. Did that for about 6 weeks, right? My primary care physician, she had prescribed me Lexapro, right? So one thing about Lexapro, I guess everybody's different, but it starts working at about 6 weeks. So while I was in that program, the Lexapro started working, and it was as if my eyes opened up. Right? I wanted to do things. I wanted to get dressed. I wanted to do my hair. I wanted to put my jewelry on. I wanted to decorate my apartment. I want to go out. I want to go shopping. I want to just start to enjoy life, right? I stopped going to the outpatient program, and I'm still on Lexapro. I still do have to see a psychiatrist, so I have an appointment to see a psychiatrist. I do also see a psychologist, right? Because I want to make sure that I stay on this path. And when I tell you, I am so happy, right? So if you are watching me from your bed, right, or you're just in the house and you're feeling down and depressed, go and talk to a doctor, a therapist. One of the things I always say is mental health services should be free of cost, right? So if you do have insurance, make sure that you go ahead and look into that. Even if you don't have insurance, there are programs out there who can, help you. All right. So I hope that me introducing myself to you, I hope you were able to take something away from this introduction. And I will be here, as I said, I like all things decor. So I'll be here to share more about what I like to do. I'm looking forward to decorate for the fall. I'm looking forward to showing you guys my my new closet / office. And remember to subscribe to my channel, like this channel, and also share this channel. God bless you. Wow. See you in the next one.